diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Riggs. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Working that left side now. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'll go with a direct snap. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road?
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going.
A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They'll leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Got his man to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Looking for space. It's Watson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
In that 3rd down and manageable situation, I love the RPO play call. You just would love to see your offensive line get a little bit more push. That was a good look to run into, but the defense just beat him up front.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A 1st down run in the red zone. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Dogs! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Davison. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you know, when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Right back to the well. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Brings it down on the right side. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Watson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Trick 9, beat. Hammer, hammer. He's got two. He's got two. Ready, go.
The play action fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Bulldogs! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 17 to Toledo. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dickey. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's got it on the left. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Draws to throw again. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 15. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide open receiver.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth.
Here we go.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the run, it's Watson. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team...
There he goes!
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Taylor. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his man in the middle. Got room at the 35. Wide open spaces. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get down in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And back to the air on second down. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Grab near the sticks. It's Taylor. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Ducks want to crank their tempo. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Moore. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the 2nd half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Makes the grab. It's Davison. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Davison. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays out.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Okay, great. Ready.
Looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Handoff from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Davison. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Under fire. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Davison.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
It's complete to the left. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout here. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good.
That means the score, Georgia 28, Oregon 14.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Catch in the middle, hits Williams. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Off play action. Dances away. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive 2nd win of the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Riggs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the lock.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're...
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Davison. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up into 26 with the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over.